Associates. For more than 39 years, Dr. Stephen Price has been practicing dentistry in Northern Virginia. A member of the American Dental Association, the Northern Virginia Dental Society, and the Virginia Dental Society, Price is considered an expert in Invisalign and continues to be an award-winning innovator in the industry.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. We are breaking down and unveiling the 2020 Nova Challenge upcoming rosters. But first, I want to give you a little bit more information about the 2020 7th Annual Nova Challenge presented by DMVSTREAM. It will be at Fairfax High School Sunday, March 22nd. And it is for charity, a special cause to all of us here, and a special cause to Brian and Kevin to my left. And you guys want to talk a little bit about that charity as well.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that makes this event really special to us is we've had it in a variety of venues. We've had it in Loudoun and Fairfax. Hopefully we'll expand sometime in the future, make it down to Prince William or Arlington, Alexandria. But we always try to support a charity right in that school community. So for a few years we've supported the Best Buddies program, and most high school students are familiar with that organization. Really do great work on behalf of a lot of disabled students. And so we'll support the Best Buddies program at Fairfax High School this year, so we're really looking forward to continuing that tradition. We've raised, I think, over $12,000 in the 7 years of the event.
Yeah, it's always a big part of the event. The charity, it's all over all the T-shirts, everything. So it's just a great way to get the word out as well. So we're going to get right into the Fairfax rosters, the seniors who will be taking on Team Prince William in our second game after the underclassmen game. It's going to be a great contest. Obviously, Team Fairfax is one of the more loaded teams we like to think each year in, year out, and we see some of the big names that pop up to me right away. Jimmy Anderson from Lake Braddock. I mean, he's been making threes since. Before I can remember, it seems like at Lake Braddock. Joseph Dagby, 2-sport star for South Lakes. Randy Shepard, a big player for McLean this year. Makai Washington and John Hunter, a big tandem for Centerville. You got Chris Myers, Winston Aja Omo, Max Wilson for Oakton, just to name a few. Just some of these talents, just amazing coming from these seniors. What are some of the big names and maybe something you're looking forward to out of Team Fairfax this year?
Well, you mentioned some of them. Daniel Bonge is a co-player of the year in his league, so nice to see him represent Fairfax. Jimmy Anderson, you mentioned also, he's a 1-sport star, but he's built like a 2-sport star. You could see him playing on the defensive line or a fullback or something in football. He's such a strong kid, but is skilled as well. Josh Abtu, one of the best three-point shooters in the area and the all-time three-point shooting leader at Fairfax High School. Joseph Dagby, who we've talked about a lot during the season, going to Long Island to play football. Really a great kid, and he does a lot in the community. That's the other thing, is you get to know these kids a little bit when you follow the sport like we do when you have this event. And he's really a leader, not just on the football field and the basketball court, but also in his school and his community. Chris Myers from Chantilly is a kid who came back, missed the beginning of the season, and came back from an injury and really played well. Very athletic player at Chantilly. He'll be going to York College to continue his career there. So looking forward, again, for some of these kids that maybe missed some time, it's nice for them to get an opportunity to play one more time. You mentioned a number of kids, like we said in the last segment, that are still playing as well, leading their team in deep playoff runs. So Fairfax squad's a good squad, but they'll certainly have their hands full with the Prince William team.
I would summarize them as bigs, because they have some very good bigs in Bonge. Also,
Omo.
Yeah, big, strong kid. Had a great year. I think Max Wilson is kind of a swing guy, but can do some things down low, as can Bonge. But also the three-point shot. You mentioned Anderson. Brian, you mentioned Josh Abtu. John Hunter had a great year shooting the ball for Centerville. Caleb Botts and Quinn Padovani from Falls Church both can shoot the ball. They weren't real big at Falls Church, but they shot the ball very well, and they had a great season, including a huge win over Wakefield and Edison. I can't remember the last time they beat both of those two teams. So they've got a little bit of the outside and the inside.
Yeah, just go over some of those graphic you saw there. Just want to confirm. So Chris Myers from Chantilly and Hassan Kurtu from South Lakes, both invited and not playing due to injury, correct?
We'd love for them to come, and in the years past, I remember James Butler came, who's now at Drexel, great kid. And
killing it.
He came and was just awesome.
He was on crutches.
Yeah. We also had Taylor Johnson from University of Mary Washington. He came when he was hurt as well. So we just want them to feel a part of it. So very hopeful that Chris, great kid, and that Hassan come on out.
Yeah, and just to name a couple guys, just to round out the roster, just make sure. So we have Soren Almquist from Madison,
Player of the year, yeah, in that conference.
Player of the Year in the Concord District.
Going to Hood College
Going
to play.
going to Hood. So that's another exciting player. Can do a lot of different things. Ryan Adams from Annandale, I believe, and then Ricky Peters and Mikey Powell, both from Fairfax. I know you're still involved there. So what are some of the things those guys bring to this tournament? Obviously, big senior leaders for you guys this
Well,
year.
Mikey Powell's from Robinson.
That was my mistake.
Oh,
sorry.
your mistake.
Yeah.
He's got some
On them, not
size.
me.
He's got size. Ricky Peters from Fairfax is really an effort guy.
It's a dog.
He is a dog. He's a
He's a
great
dog.
defensive player.
Yeah.
He gets all the loose balls and rebounds. And I want to go
Well,
back.
Makai Washington too.
Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned Biggs, and I didn't put him in that mix. I mean, what a monster he's been all year.
He is. He
he's
is a
a great
physical.
athlete.
He's a physical specimen. He's been a real key to Centerville's run. He is a monster, and he can. He's really impressed me with his skill level. When I first saw him, I thought he was just more athlete than basketball player, but his skill level has really come along this year. He's been a real key again to their postseason run. So, a really good Fairfax squad. Prince William, which we'll talk about in a minute, always gets excited for this event, and I think
Love Prince William.
this year's no
Love the
different.
Prince William team.
I feel like they love the Fairfax matchup as well. I mean, the starting five would just be fun to make. I mean, I'm jealous of Coach Barbie there from Fairfax. I mean, just wow. I mean, Aja Omo, just the combinations they could have: Shepard, Dagby, Abtu, Anderson, and Banu. I mean, it's really fun to see. And then it's good to see those hustle guys, Ricky Peters as well, getting able to play in these All-Star games. Maybe you don't see that as much, with more being the high-scoring guys, but defensive guys need love as well. So that's going to do it for the Fairfax seniors. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. A short, quick commercial break. We're going to be unveiling their opponents, the Prince William seniors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
DMVSTREAM.COM,
Sorry about that.
the Mid-Atlantic's leader in sports video, broadcasting, and live streaming. Contact us today to learn more about our services and streaming packages. Visit us on the web at DMVSTREAM.COM. That's DMVSTREAM.com. This content is brought